What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I was going to post a clip from my stream last night where I spoke about Dianna Russini. Well, apparently, right before I was about to post that video, she posted on X that she was resigning. Now, I'll read the post here and have it in the video as well. And also, I want y'all to go and check out the full context of the commentary while I talk about her being suspended and everything else that's going on around her. So, according to the post that she put up, it says, Dear Steven, please accept this letter as my resignation from the Athletic effective immediately. I have come to this decision with deep sadness, but with clarity about what is right for me, my family, and the work I have spent my career building. You and I have already publicly addressed the recent attacks against me, and I have nothing to add publicly to what we have said. I have covered the NFL with professionalism and dedication throughout my career, and I stand behind every story I have ever published. When the Page 6 item first appeared, The Athletic supported me unequivocally, expressed confidence in my work, and pride in my journalism. For that, I am grateful. I wonder what changed. In the days that followed, unfortunately, commentators in various media have engaged in self-feeding speculation that is simply unmoored. I think this is how I say unmoored from the facts. Moreover, this media frenzy is hurtling forward without regard for the review process the Athletic is trying to complete. It continues to escalate, fueled by repeated leaks, and I have no interest in submitting to a public inquiry that has already caused far more damage than I'm willing to accept. No, I think you did that to yourself with all of the things that you said and done. I don't think people can go at you unless you give them material. You've given them a lot of material. Rather than allowing this to continue, I've decided to step aside now before my current contract expires on June 30th. I do so not because I accept the narrative that has been constructed around this episode, but because I refuse to lean in to further oxygen or lend further oxygen or let it define me or my career. Over a career spanning more than 15 years in journalism at NBC, ESPN, and The Athletic, I've built a body of work I am proud of. I have broken stories. I've earned the trust of sources across the league, and I've guided by the highest standards of professional conduct. That record speaks for itself. I remain grateful to The Athletic and for the extraordinary colleagues with whom I have worked there, for the platform it provided, and for the support you showed me during this difficult time. I wish you nothing but continued success. And that's what she posted on X. This post has over 4 million views. Now, this was right before I go and post my other video, which I want y'all to check out. But listen, man, this was bound to happen. This heifer was bound to be either she's fired or leave the job. There's just way too much smoke. She gave way too much. There was too much smoke there. They just could not ignore it. And I want y'all to understand, don't let her gaslight you. She did this to herself. Okay? There's just way too much smoke going on between her and Mike Vrabel. You don't see any other female reporters being photographed around coaches, especially head coaches. Now, we know that there are reporters who have very close relations with either players or coaches, but they're not dumb enough to be out there in public with them. So make sure y'all check out the other half of this video. Like the video, hype the video, share the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Dianna Russini has been sent home. She's been benched. It's funny because the Athletic went from supporting her to suspending her. What happened? Did you find out the truth? Probably so. For those of you who don't know, I made a video about Dianna Russini. Shout out to the people that watched the video. It's on BasikSocialPoliticz channel. She got caught
Jaye,
with this
did
NFL
you catch
coach.
The Chicago Teachers Union president.
So let's get into this. Dianna Russini, an NFL journalist for The Athletic, won't be reporting while the sports outlet reviews her coverage after photos of her with Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel were published. A source at The Athletic familiar with the matter. An initial review suggested photos provided lack context, specifically the presence of a larger group of friends, the source said. New details from the report and information from the investigation raised additional concerns that are now being further reviewed. That lets me know they've realized that there was no group of people there. It was just both of them. They were on a date. They were hanging out. They were basically vacationing together, right? That's what happened. She got caught cheating in 4K. So did he. The investigation is still ongoing, the source said. The New York Post, page 6, first reported Friday that Russini would not be reporting while a review was underway. The New York Times and The Athletic declined to comment on Friday. Russini previously has said that the photos published Tuesday by New York Post were taken out of context, and the executive editor of The Athletic, which is owned by the New York Times, initially supported her account. The photos of the pair were taken at a hotel in Sedona, Arizona, and showed them together poolside in a hot tub and on a rooftop deck at the Ambient Luxury Hotel. Russini said after the photos were published that many sports reporters interact with sources outside of sports events or work venues. The photos don't represent the group of 6 that were hanging out during the day, she said. Vrabel denied any allegation of impropriety in a statement to page 6. These photos show a completely innocent interaction, and any suggestion otherwise is laughable. He said to the outlet, this doesn't deserve any further response. Well, it looks like she got suspended, bro. She got suspended because they believe, at first they defended her, right? They defended Dianna. But man, look at all the videos on her talking about her husband. This woman has absolutely no respect for her husband. And they take that into account. They take that into account when a woman who's been accused of cheating is caught in 4K. This woman is on video denigrating and disrespecting her husband. And that's why it's going viral. And I've said this went completely under the radar. And it went under the radar because people want to believe that white women don't do stuff like this. I mean, she looks like a soccer mom, right? But the thing is, you're talking about white women. I mean, white women are some of the biggest cheaters out there, and people want to act like they aren't. So when you see all the videos of her talking bad about her husband, you see all the ex posts, she didn't respect her husband. And every chance she got, she would do little things to piss him off. And this is a man that she married. You married a man that you don't respect and you don't like. And this is your Western woman right here. A woman that doesn't respect her husband, but she married because he's a successful man. And she needed to have that, that financially, to have like that security. I think she married him more so for security than she did for any type of love. She married for security. She really wants to be with Mike Vrabel. She wants to be with Mike Vrabel. And the thing is, the rumors have been going on since, he was with the Tennessee Titans years ago. And there are also rumors over 10 years ago that she was messing around with the GM of the then Washington Redskins. I believe it was a GM because the wife called her out on Twitter for being a side hoe. These rumors just follow her, and her husband, the mistake her husband made was that he put a ring on her finger, and she only married him for financial security. And you'll see that. You will see women marry a man for financial security, but she really don't like him. She really don't. You don't see him around her. She's always around other men, but you never see her with her husband like that, because she's only with him for security. She's not with him because she actually is attracted to him or want to be with him. And and again, I talk about these cucked males. You got these males who have this cuck energy, and they allow these women to disrespect them and talk crazy to them and gaslight them, and they'll stay married to these women. They'll get married to these women and stay married to these women. Dianna Russini had a reputation before she got married, and he married her anyway. The comments that you see is that, how did this fly under the radar? Because she's a middle-aged or close to middle-aged white woman, and they could do no wrong. They could do no wrong. But she told on herself. She would go on podcasts and she would make jokes at her husband's expense. Does that sound like a woman that loves her husband? Absolutely not. But that's it. That's your typical Western woman. They marry for security. So, they have somebody, but they don't really want to be with that person. It's all about security. It's all about them needing somebody for, the things get bad, right? And these men sit there and they deal with this. They deal with a woman who doesn't want to really be with them. It's a sad life. I wouldn't want to be in that. But yeah, the red flags have been going on for years. And she would go on television too, and you got a panel full of men and disrespect her husband. Disrespect his looks with a panel full of men. And these are married men. These are men who get on TV and they praise their wives, and they have to see this woman disrespecting her husband. What can they say? They can't say nothing, because the American man has been cucked. The American men has been told to just shut up and let your wife do whatever. Praise her, put her on a pedestal, even though she's very flawed and she could possibly be cheating on you. This is where we at, people. This is where we at.